So I know that you talk about this a lot, but I'm curious. I want some more details. You came from the business world, the corporate world. Like, first, where did you come from? And then how did you reach the decision, like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I want to, do my own thing, blaze my own trail.
Right. Well, before the world was formed, never mind. I was born in Kansas City. That's really where I come from.
Oh, awesome.
Really?
Really?
Casey.
Oh.
Except I'm not from the Mo side.
Okay.
Oh. The other side.
The
Okay.
other side. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And, I was brought up to go to school, get a good job, go the safe route.
As we all were.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's not so safe anymore, is it?
No.
It's really not.
No.
It's not. And
Can't even go
Talk
out
about
and not have a
economy.
problem.
We are in a very
Yeah.
different environment, like educationally and job wise, because now a bachelor's is almost like the bare minimum from college, and even if you get that,
and even that,
Yeah.
I still work with servers at the old spaghetti factory who have degrees and are serving because there's no job.
And I have to say that I did not finish college. And I think that being autodidactic and know how I pursue knowledge like a fiend. And I don't think that has to stop you. Bobby Flay is a famous Food Network TV chef and never finished high school. I mean, I could probably name off many people that have not taken the traditional route. That doesn't mean that you're not educated. And I think that was my passion because I saw in my recruiting, I would have people come in looking for jobs with master's degrees. And I couldn't place them, not necessarily because it's such an interesting position because they thought that the mere fact that they had this piece of paper made them a good, viable candidate. And it wasn't always so. And there's so many different things about, is this person going to stay or do they take their master's degree and abandon this, this good job for something that they think they're more worthy of. And, you have to look at that. The cost of hiring is huge. So in managing, I managed a franchise. I was very, very passionate about my relationships with my employees and my customers, but I didn't have the backing from the company, which was like the strangest thing. It's like, let's send out a bunch of ad mail and get some new clients, but we were losing them left and right because of the economy. And so I guess I always knew I wanted to do something for myself because when I worked for other people, I was sold out. I put all of my talents in there and figured if I can do this well for something that I'm not really passionate about, what can I do for myself? And then helping other people because I think that's been my primary mission. My first business is still the coaching part of my business is called Influence Sphere. Mm-hmm. Which means sphere of influence, but with the influence first. Yeah, I mean, it's.
Thank you for breaking that down.
Thank you.
Creative, very creative.
I'm a wordsmith. I'm a wordsmith, but it's important because we think about our sphere of influence, and you guys go to school with or work with, hundreds of people, and yet your influence sphere, where you have the most influence, where you guys, who's got your back is in this room, and maybe there's some other key groups. And so knowing how to focus on those specific relationships and the tag teaming and the help and support, that's how independents make it. And so I started out with Influence Sphere in the corporate world. Started out with a postage stamp project, which was a 100-day blog, sending out cards, snail mail, saying it was really nice to meet you and promoting them via my blog. And once I met some people that were involved in the artistic world, I just thought, oh my gosh, I'm home.
Nice. Yeah, I can appreciate all of that just because I spent so much time at ARC trying to figure out what I want to do and trying to make sure I didn't put myself in a little box and end up somewhere I didn't want to end up. And
little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of tiki-tacky.
I love that song.
I do too.
And I'm so glad you just sang
I'm
that.
going to translate it into Spanish.
Try it,
Las
Ryan.
cajitas en el cerro, las cajitas hechas del cartón, las cajitas en el cerro, todos hechas por igual. Hay azules.
Oh, and it goes on. See, there's no stopping this woman. She's fluent in Spanish. She's got like 18 billion businesses. She's a wordsmith. She hangs out with us.
She's wonderful.
I love you guys.
You can't get better than that.
I
I
love
do.
you too.
Love you.
Wonderful.
But
And I can call you Tay Tay, can't I?
Tay.
Only
you can.
women, only girls can
Yes.
do Tay-Tay.
But
Only.
I found recording at school and like it just clicked with me. And there was definitely, I think the entire first year, that's 2 semesters, that's halfway through the program. was like, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm not going to make any money. Like, it's too hard. There's nothing out there. But, as you just kind of dive in it and dig through it, you find something. And even this, like right now, this radio show, it's not making us any money, but it may one day.
It might. It's a part of a strategic plan to build audience. Strategery. We specialize in strategery. I think that your passion shows, and one of the things that I'm really passionate about myself is burning the boats. Do you know burn the boats? Okay,
like,
so
really?
There's like
I know, rocking the boat.
matches.
Isn't that illegal?
Arson?
So you're a criminal mastermind too?
It goes on.
The list just gets longer.
But there's a famous battle, except it's not famous enough that I can actually quote it because that wasn't included in my Bible resume. But it may have been Napoleon, it was like a major battle, and the battle was on this island. And when they got to the island, true story, Napoleon, Hannibal, I don't know who it was, they burned the boats because it's about no retreat.
Yeah. Okay, I've heard this before.
It probably wasn't Napoleon because Napoleon retreated a lot.
That sounds like an ancient Greek sort of
But, you burn the boats because you win the war or you go home in a box.
Yeah.
And I think it's when you are all in, you stand a whole lot better chance to win than when you're kind of flagging and, somebody save me, life jacket. Because you lose focus.
Because if you have one foot, like in separate boats, they're going to drift apart eventually, and you're just going to fall flat on your ass. So.
And it's not to say that it's easy. I mean, it's a struggle. We all know, especially in this economy, that it's like, okay, how do I translate this into rent?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? I know it's there. It's going to be there.
And
Definitely.
what Ben was talking about earlier, how he, came to ARC. When I first came, I was, skeptic of what I was doing too.
Yeah,
but
right.
when I first did the recording class, it was like, this is awesome. This seems like something I would like to do. And then meeting these guys, Ben and Bruno and Cashmere and everybody is just, wonderful. And they just became family to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got really lucky in our recording program.
Yes.
Somehow we all caught up in the third level. And it was just this dynamic group of people that were willing to listen to each other and work together and just try and push each other. Most of our teachers said that they don't see that like hardly ever, if ever, and that they were really impressed with it. And it's just, like you say, the independent world, in order to make it, you're not by yourself. You have a team of people, you work together, and you try and push each other up. And that's what we did, and we were all very successful. And I mean, clearly, I built the studio that's around us. I built the control room. I am going broke over all the gear I buy.
Yes, but it's impressive, and it looks beautiful.
That's all I buy it for. Just to bring people in and say,
looks.
look at my microphones.
Look at my microphones.
Look at that snake.
So I'm just saying, I'm glad to come to AR, to come back from
Well, yeah,
what I was doing before.
You find your community or you find your tribe. And I know that there was an article about tribes in Indie Times that I really enjoyed, and it said, are you ready to lead your tribe? And you just find the group of people that you fit in with. And the article has more to do with fans and artists, but it all translates.
It does. I think that you guys
Definitely.
have a tribe here, and knowing who, because I think you all are leaders, and knowing when